I'm a nutritionist specialising in skin health, and in this video I'm going to take you through my day and share some of the things I eat to promote clear and youthful looking skin. I hope by the end of this video you'll come to see that eating for good skin doesn't have to be difficult, and it's certainly not restrictive. In fact, it's kind of the opposite. Kicking off with breakfast. Now, I will typically have an omelette for breakfast made with at least 3 eggs. Now, the reason for this is that studies show that eating a good amount of protein at breakfast can help to stabilize your blood sugar for the rest of the day. And stable blood sugar is a foundation of clear, glowing skin. I will typically fill this omelette with a teaspoon of peanut butter and some sliced banana. Now, I know that sounds weird, but just try it and thank me later. And depending on how hungry I am, I may or may not have a slice of sourdough toast for the omelette. Now, altogether, this breakfast gives me about 20 grams of protein, and I feel its effect. My appetite is definitely more stable for the rest of the day, and as a naturally acne-prone person, consistently eating these protein-rich breakfasts helps to keep my skin clearer too. Now, obviously, making an omelette takes a little bit of time, but as I have very small children, I'm in a season where I'm often at home. But if I did want more of a grab-and-go thing, I might opt for a chia seed pudding. This is about 2 tablespoons of chia seeds mixed with some milk and some protein powder and some berries and maybe a drizzle of nut butter. I use a non-dairy milk and pea protein powder rather than, say, cow's milk and whey protein, just because too much dairy can exacerbate acne if you're prone to it like I am. And I use frozen berries, which are way more cost effective and often more nutritious. I make this the night before so it's ready to go in the morning, and again it gives me about 20 grams of skin nourishing protein. Now, I will often have a black coffee with my breakfast too, and people are often surprised to hear this. But 1, I love coffee, and 2, studies show that drinking coffee can actually help to minimize hyperpigmentation on the skin because coffee is such a rich source of antioxidants. So I really relish that cup every day. Now, moving on to mid-morning. That omelette is still keeping me full, so I don't necessarily need more food, but I may reach for a glass of kefir, which is essentially fermented milk. Now, this sounds a little bit left of field if you're not accustomed to it, but it's honestly the easiest thing in the world. You just get some kefir grains, and I got mine off Amazon. You let them sit in some milk for a day or 2, then you strain it, and you have a probiotic rich skin supporting drink ready to go. I use goat's milk to make my kefir, which is a good source of skin nourishing minerals, and it's also less likely to trigger blemishes than cow's milk. Now, the reason I make a point of drinking kefir is because the research shows that these friendly bacteria can be really good for your skin. In fact, regularly drinking kefir can boost your skin's hydration, so it's kind of plumping it from the inside out. It's also weirdly addictive once you get into the habit of drinking it. Again, just try it and thank me later. Right, we're racing on to lunch, where I will typically throw together some sort of huge salad. I'll start with chopped mixed salad, things like salad leaves and pepper and tomato and maybe some grated carrot. Studies show that eating fruits and vegetables like this can give you a literal natural glow. And the amazing thing is that this is measurable. Now, scientists have a special device called a Vegemeter, which they put around someone's finger, and this device will tell the scientist how many fruits and vegetables that person is eating based on the special compounds that are showing up in their skin. So to look lit from within, I try to eat lots of fruits and vegetables and fresh salad. Next, I will throw half a can of chickpeas on top. I do this because 1, it makes the salad way more filling and satisfying, and 2, chickpeas contain a special type of fiber which supports a strong skin barrier, which is essential for calm and unreactive skin. Now, next, I'll add some fish. Now, I know canned tuna is often a popular choice, but I actually prefer some smoked mackerel. This contains way more anti-inflammatory omega-3 fats than canned tuna, and these are going to help to dial down any redness and inflammation in my skin at a cellular level. These healthy omega-3 fats also have an anti-aging effect, with studies showing that the more omega-3 fats people eat, the younger they tend to look. And I'm pretty up for that. For dressing, I will add some vinegar and a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, which has also been shown to have a gentle anti-aging effect on the skin when you eat it. So again, like my breakfast, this lunch is pretty full of protein, so it's going to help keep me full for quite some time. But I do like something sweet after lunch, so I will often make myself a cup of Ancient & Brave's Cacao and Collagen. This tastes like a rich hot chocolate, but it also contains collagen peptides, which have been been shown to boost hydration and reduce fine lines and wrinkles. And as I am firmly in my mid-30s, this is something I'm starting to think about and trying to keep at bay. Now we've arrived at mid-afternoon and I may or may not want a snack. Now it can be good for your gut bacteria not to snack and to give your gut a bit of a break, but some days you're just more hungry than others, and that's fine too. I will typically reach for a piece of fruit, say an apple or a pear, and I will always pair this with a handful of nuts, say pecans or almonds. The fruit is sweet and delicious, and it gives me a skin enhancing dose of fiber. And if you want to learn how fiber can transform your skin, you can watch this video. The nuts contain that all-important protein which helps to satisfy my appetite again, and they're also a rich source of the healthy fats that literally build up that skin barrier. In fact, research shows that eating about 2 handfuls of almonds a day is so nourishing to your skin that it can help to reverse the wrinkles you already have. So I make a point of eating them. And I may have a cup of green tea with this snack too, which is another drink with a gentle, skin-supporting, anti-aging effect. Moving on to dinner, which is always a meal I'm cooking for my whole family. I also centre this around a good source of protein, and you might be noticing a theme here. And tonight, that's ground beef mince. Now, we are really lucky to live near a farm where the cows are 100% grass-fed, and I buy my beef directly from the farm, which helps to keep costs down. And because the cows are grass-fed, this beef is brimming with those healthy fats that have an anti-inflammatory effect on my skin. Now, as you can see, I'm turning this beef mince into a simple bolognese. And the tomato paste and the chopped tomatoes in this are actually providing my skin with a special compound called lycopene, which helps to dial up my skin's natural defenses against the sun. And as we all know, greater sun protection equals younger looking skin. And as you can see, I filled half my plate with vegetables. This gives me even more fiber and those skin enhancing phytonutrients. I also have whole grain pasta, which again helps to feed those friendly bacteria in my gut, which has a positive knock-on effect on my skin, and it also just makes the meal really filling and really satisfying. Now obviously these dinners will vary, but they typically always follow this format, which is about 50% vegetables, 25% high quality protein, about 15% whole grains, and 10% healthy fat, whether that's healthy fat that's already in the food or healthy fat that I add, say another drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. If you take nothing else from this video, just remember the structure of this plate. Eat like this and your skin is going to respond. Now, after dinner, I will typically have a square or 2 or 3 of dark chocolate. I love dark chocolate, and it also contains special plant compounds that can help to prevent and reverse wrinkles. And again, you're probably noticing another theme here. I've done a whole video on why your skin loves dark chocolate, which you can find here. And that's it. And while I'm keen to point out that I do eat like this most days, this isn't all I eat. Some days I might have more, some days I might have less, and there are other days while I'll be eating, I don't know, croissants for breakfast or a slice of cake with my kids. I make skin-friendly choices as much as possible while still really enjoying my food. These choices pay off in the short term by helping my skin to stay clearer and smoother, and over the longer term they will help to keep those signs of aging at bay. If you enjoyed this, you'll like another video I've done on 5 store cupboard foods that are fantastic for your skin, and I will pop that there for you. Thank you for watching until the very end.